Welcome everybody, welcome back to Homestead Heart. And as you just saw, I drilled a ton of holes in a lot of buckets. But why? What am I growing now that's new to the homestead? Okay, I'll tell you. I have 17-gallon containers out here. Those little totes that you saw me drill the holes in. I got those from Walmart. Yes, I did. Little inexpensive tote, right? 17 gallons. And I am going to be growing some new things on the homestead, and citrus is it. But Miss Homestead Heart, didn't Lad Farmer send you Meyer lemon? Yeah, he did. Maxine. But that's not all. I not only am going to have Maxine, my Meyer lemon, I do have another Meyer lemon that is on the way, but I have a couple of other citrus trees that are coming too. And I can't wait to share with you what those are. They haven't arrived yet. They will be coming any day now, which is why I have to get my containers ready so that they will have somewhere to go when they get here. Not to mention, hopefully, I don't have to worry about any more freezing temperatures because I am going to get them planted in these containers. I don't want to put them out before our average last frost date. So I am going to get them in hopefully within the next few days and get them soaking. And then if I get them planted, I could just put them in the greenhouse and cover them with the frost blanket and they might be just fine, right? But in any case, I'm going to show you what I'm mixing. Now, I've done a lot of research on what in the world am I going to use as a container mix for my citrus trees. I've done a ton of research, right? I've done a ton of research. Now, looking online, even at oldfarmersalmanac.com, and then of course YTU, looking at what so many have done there. Of course, I've watched Led Farmer's videos on how he plants his trees and whatnot, you know. And I looked at Organic's Best Urban Gardener, how he plants his citrus trees. However, there are just some things I don't have available to me. So I have to use what I have here. I don't have an azalea mix. I could get loads of topsoil to mix with a raised bed or a regular potting mix. But let me show you this. In this bag is a raised bed plus potting mix is what it's called by Kellogg, okay? And that yellow bag down there, you can't see it. I have some black cow manure. Black cow. Y'all know this is my favorite, right? In this bag, I have some perlite. But in this container, I have my own potting mix. Now, let me show you something. This is my potting mix. This is the Kellogg mix right here, okay? I'm going to take some of the Kellogg mix out, have it in my right hand, my mix in my left hand. Look at these two. Look at them. Look at how fluffy they are, both of them. The Kellogg's is a lot darker than mine, but just look at the two. Just look at them. They both are full of organic matter. Look at there. Both have layers of, looks like pieces of wood chips over here, and this one are, yeah, little wood sticks, but so does mine. So does mine, right? So I'm like mine, and I'm going to squeeze them so you can see. Okay, I'm going to squeeze them real tight. Hope y'all can see that. I'm squeezing them real tight as I can. But look, still, they both fall apart the exact same. So I said, I'm not buying that anymore. And what I'm going to do is just mix my own. Now what I have right here, yeah, there, is some peat moss. And I'm going to do equal parts of my compost mix, the black cow, which is also just compost, but it's completely broken down. The black cow, the perlite, the vermiculite, and the peat. Equal parts of each one for the citrus. Now, if I were not doing citrus, I don't know if I would add the peat moss if I wasn't doing citrus. If I did add peat moss, I would probably have to add some garden lime to kind of balance the acidity. But because I'm doing citrus, well, citrus loves acidity, so it's not going to mind the acid from the peat. But I am going to just do a pH test on this. Once I let it sit, like I'm gonna put everything in it. I'm even gonna water it and just let it sit a couple of days, and then I'm gonna come back out and check the pH and see if it's at a point or a level that citrus loves. Okay, so we're gonna see. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go ahead and get my containers mixed. All right, so now that I have my peat moss all out in this container, I'm going to go ahead now and start with my 4 equal parts. All right, I'm using this 3-gallon bucket as my measuring bucket, if you will. So this is 1 part peat, now I'm going to add in 1 part of my own compost. All right. Okay. Next, I'm going to add in 1 part of the black cow manure. This is not the whole bag. I've used this for something else. And it's not quite full, but that's okay. Lastly, my vermiculite. I'm going to give this a mix. Look at my reason for playing in the dirt. Isn't that awesome? Just love my reason for playing in the dirt. All right, let's move on. All right, y'all, so now I'm getting ready to fill my container with my mix. I'm not worried about the mix coming out the bottom because this is on ground cover, so it ain't going nowhere, but at the same time the water can drain through it easily, so I don't have to worry about anything growing up in the holes, but at the same time I don't have to worry about anything stopping the holes from draining out either. Now remember, my mix is light, so I'm going to just take this bucket and just press down to try to push out as much air as I can. No different if I was starting seeds, right? So I'm just going to press down some of this mix. Oh yeah, that went down quite a bit. Now, as you could see, this container took all of those, every ounce of mix that I mixed together. This container took all of it. Remember, I did 4 equal parts, and I even tamped it down a bit with this bucket to try to get out any excess air, right? And as you can see, when I pressed it down, it did go down, but not too far. And then it's not at the very tip top of this container either, because we do want to leave room here for mulch. I want to leave room to water so that the water doesn't just come over the top. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put drip irrigation on this, I believe, because I just want to make sure that this container gets plenty of water. But again, look at this mix. Just look at that. I can squeeze, still comes apart. Just look. That's awesome. Now, am I done? Not at all. Let me show you what I'm going to do now. All right. What I'm doing now is just adding some amendments. The first thing I'm going to add is some Azomite. You don't have to do this, but hey, I got it, right? I got it. Mine is in a granule type of a form, so I'm going to add this to my container. And I'm going to mix it in. Again, you don't have to do that, but I have Azomite, and so I'm adding it to my containers because look, to me, I want to do my best to give them a great head start. I'm new to this, so I just want to do everything I can to make sure that my citrus does well. Now, this is what I'm going to add next. The next thing I'm going to add is this soil, look, soil acidifier. And this is specifically for acid-loving plants. If your containers do not have the right acidity levels and you don't have access to certain mixes to give you that acidity, and you want to just make sure you bring the acidity level up to where it's supposed to be, the soil acidifier will do it for you, okay? Now, again, my trees are not due to arrive right now. I'm just getting this ready so that when they get here, their container is ready, set to go, okay? The directions on this bag says to add 1.5 cups for 16 inches, meaning the width across this container, if it's 16 inches, you'll add 1.5 cups. Mine is 18 inches, so I'm just going to add a little bit more. I'm going to do 1 3/4 cups, okay? All right. All right, my little cup was 1/2 cup, so that's what you saw. But I'm going to go ahead and mix this in. Lastly, you all, when it's time for me to plant my tree, I am going to add some of this, some organic citrus tone. This is a fertilizer specific for citrus trees. And so I will be adding this once I get the tree put inside of the hole. Now, where did I order my trees from? I ordered trees from Ison's Nursery. Ison's is right here in Georgia, okay? So they're not coming very far for us. And we ordered some from Stark Brothers as well. Yes. So I'm very, very excited to get our trees in. Again, the trees that we have coming are citrus. I have one Meyer lemon here. I have another Meyer lemon on the way. But I have two citrus trees that are brand new to me. I've never grown them, but I have watched others grow them, and I'm excited. I'm so excited. One of them I just can't wait to taste. I could taste it right now. So in any case, you all, I just wanted to show you how I am getting my plants ready for my citrus when they arrive. I am so looking forward to this. And again, we are developing a food forest here, but my citrus, they're not going there. My citrus, all of them, are going to stay right here. I'm going to be growing them right here. Yes, I am. I want to keep my eyes on these. So y'all, that's going to do it for today. If you all are growing citrus, maybe you don't do as much as I did today, but you all, I don't know, share what you do down in the comment section below. But I had to do what I thought would be best for me in my area and working with what I have. And I think I'm gonna be okay. I really think I'm gonna be just fine, you know. So, and again, I think the key to this is going to be making sure that my pH is spot on for this citrus, right? Or just as close to it as possible. So having the acid in with the peat moss and then the soil acidifier, we're going to see if I am going to be where I need to be here for my citrus before they actually arrive. So I don't know. I'm going to see. But like I said, I'm going to water this. Oh yeah, I'm going to water this very well. And then in a couple of days, I'm going to come out and I'm going to test it with my pH meter and see where my soil levels, not my soil levels, but where my soil acidity levels are. And I sure am hoping that they are where they need to be. But if not, I got a little time. I got a little time before my trees arrive to get them there. So we'll see. I just want these pots to be ready. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today. If you like the video, like the video. Give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss a single video that we upload to our channel. Whew. I did some mixing, but I think it's going to be okay. Thank y'all for watching Homestead Heart. Peace and blessing to each and every one of you. I'm going to see y'all in the next video.